Good evening and salutations, my General Hospital fans. Um, so this episode was another flashback. This one was a little interesting. I mean, listen, I'm always gonna want them to like go back further. Let's just keep it real. But this one was a little interesting. This one was an Avery and Ava centric story. So if you're a fan, that's great. If you're not, probably skip it. This was, the flashback where, she went to go get her face fixed. So, throughout the episode, she's in this dreamlike state and, she's talking to people. At one point, she meets Morgan. I thought it was kind of cool that he came back for a little bit to do that episode. And, you had, Carly and Sunny and stuff like that and a whole bunch of other people. And I think at one point, she goes off. Ava goes off on everyone, and she's pretty much just like, "Yo, none of y'all hands are clean. Everyone in this room hands are dirty in some form or another." And she wasn't wrong. In the beginning of the episode, when she went to Sunny's house to see Avery, Sunny was like, "Oh, she's with her mother." Really, bro? Like. And I get that. Here's the thing. I get that they don't like I get that they don't like Ava, and I get what Ava did. And granted, there's no excuse for that. But you have to. I sit there and I try to look at it this way. If the roles were reversed, and let's say that Jax married somebody, and they would see, Jocelyn would stay with them for a little bit. If Jax's wife was to look at Jocelyn and say to Carly, "Well, that's my child." Can you imagine the reaction that Carly would actually have? So every time that they do that, it's just something about that that just kind of irks me. And there's really not too much to the story. If you've seen it, great. If you didn't, it's really nothing. It's nothing really that's major important that happens because it's a dream. So whatever happens in the dream doesn't really affect what goes in the real world. Pretty much the whole story was Ava getting her face fixed. So, that's pretty much a wrap as far as that goes. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna give you my overall thoughts of General Hospital this week. Again, I felt like a lot happened and a lot didn't happen. And there was a lot of flashbacks. There was a lot of filler. I don't know if they saw this whole pandemic coming because as they're going to be shutting down production for 2 weeks. Now, I don't know if this is, their way of like trying to tell a story, trying to like keep the story going, but also Fridays like, listen, we don't really have an episode, so we're gonna kind of like break it up a little bit. But yeah, this week's in general, it's been, I don't know, it's been okay. It's been average. It hasn't been great, but it's been average. Let me know in the comment section if you think it's been a lot better than I do, or if you're on the same opinion as me. Also, there was a thing on my phone. I think it was like Showbiz something, where people, the magazine or the article pretty much said that the fans were getting annoyed with Willow and Sasha, and I didn't really see how. But listen, if you're annoyed with those characters, please let me know why. Again, I was watching my guy Brock TV, and here's the thing. He pointed out something that I missed, and I missed it for a while. And he pretty much said that with Michael, he always has like these women in his life, that always like run his life, that always like, instead of Michael taking care of business and handling stuff like with Wiley and Nell and stuff like that, he pretty much has all these other people, including his mother, pretty much doing the work for him. And that's something that I didn't see. So, if you saw something that I didn't see as far as this week goes, did you like the episode? Did you not like the episode? Did you like the Friday flashback? Are you been watching them? Have you been skipping them? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. So that's gonna pretty much kind of do it for this week's flashback Fridays. Again, it was nothing special. It was pretty much just Ava fixing her face, and then there was a dream sequence that followed, and it was nice because you got to see the old Nina, which if you've been watching my channel, you know how I feel about the new Nina. And just, that was it. Again, thank you for watching these recaps. I know I've been sitting there saying that I wasn't gonna do them, but I've been kind of curious and nosy, and then when I watch it, I have all these thoughts in my head, so I'm like, you know what, let me just make a video about it. So, that's gonna do it for this recap of Friday's episode. I know it's pretty short, but again, nothing major happened. It was a recap. It was a skippable episode, and to be honest, we already saw it, so there's nothing really to tell. So, have a good day, good night, and like I always say, wash your goddamn hands. And yeah, if you don't like my outro, let me know that too. I can always change it up, but I'm pretty comfortable with it. So have a good day, good night, and I will see you in the next recap.